This is Gloreha, which is the glove for the hand rehabilitation. It's used in hospitals or for home rehabilitation for patients who had a stroke or brain injuries or spinal cord injuries. It is used to rehabilitate the hand, mobilizing the 5 fingers with 5 independent motors. There are different exercises, and the patient can see a video in front of him, which has a 3-dimension hand moving simultaneously with the device. So he can be involved in exercises and rehabilitate with the motion of the hand. The software has some exercises which can be set up by the therapist. The therapist chooses which kind of exercises according to the situation and the condition of the patient. And he regulates parameters like speed, delays, or kind of exercise according to that. Just after the stroke, the patient is usually hemiplegic or hemiparetic, so half a body is not moving. In some cases, it's not moving at all. In some cases, it's partially moving and partially affected. And after the stroke, the clinics try to get better with the walk functioning, so the gait. But the hand is often neglected because it's very complex, a very complex tool to rehabilitate. But it's also important for quality of life. So the better is that you start as soon as possible with hand rehabilitation. So in the first periods after the stroke of the brain injuries, you start making passive mobilization, which means the device mobilizes the fingers for the patient, preventing damages from immobilization. While the patient gets better, the patient must be involved in the exercise. So using his own will, his own brain, he tries to activate by himself the muscles, following what the machine is doing with the video and with the device itself. So these are 7 kind of exercises. You can choose or unchoose, select or unselect each of them. And so you choose the simple one in the first phases after the stroke. You give more time to the patient to think about what he's doing, to try to replicate the movement. And while the patient gets better, you try to have more complex exercises. For example, this is the pinch exercise, this one. Now I skip to the third one, the pinch exercise. You see that there is a pinch movement for the first 2 fingers, 1 and 2, but I could choose any couple of them. But while the patient gets better, the therapist changes the parameters of the device, and he gives to the patient less help. Now you see from the next cycle, the range of motion of each motor will be less than before. You see, it's not enough to hold anything, but I want the patient to hold the object and to release in another place. So it's involved in an active functional task. So pick an object and put in another place. So it's made for the pinches or for the grabbing objects, like picking bottles or glass of water. This is because clinics, the doctors want to re-educate patients to do something, not just mobilizing fingers, not just moving, but to do something.